There's no sound yet.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
How's the audio levels of us and the game?
Hang on. Testing.
Testing.
Hello. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I can turn it down if it.
Yeah. Yes. Sounds good. Don't turn the game up any more than it is. You could. I know it's mostly music right now, so it's fine. You could arguably turn the music down a touch in the options.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
The game, but yeah.
I'm just gonna dick around with it on the slider. Okay. All right, so here we go. If we ever become famous, this is gonna be the first thing they're gonna see is I'm playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. A selected adventure.
Find out. Ooh.
Here we go.
Ugh, 3D. Oh.
Empire of Japan. After opening its doors,
No, it's not 3D. It's just really, really good.
brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern.
This is what Japan looked like? Someone fact check?
Yes, it looked like London.
The revolution washed over the land, making
Shit.
life in the capital exciting.
Wait a minute.
and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Whoa! That's why this is intended for violence or mature audiences.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
It was you!
It was me.
You did it! Why did you do it, Zona?
I don't know. That's a good question. Bruneve ou la Carnival! The Great Departure.
Bienvenue au le Carnival. That's goodbye, Carnival?
Yeah.
Mac, confirm.
That's a good point. Yeah, Matt, confirm.
No, it's welcome to the carnival, but it's not even correct French. You wouldn't say that in French. You wouldn't say la. You would just say bienvenue au carnaval. So it's as if in English you were to say welcome to the la carnival.
Interesting. So, this game takes place in colonial French London, Tokyo.
Japan, yes.
Yeah. Colonial French London, Japan.
Oi, what? Oh, shit. Oh, I put autoplay on. Oh, nothing. Save your glares, murderer. Sorry, I wish there was voice acting. Now I have to actually read it out loud.
We could
Yeah, let's assign
play
roles.
different characters on like a rotating basis.
Okay. I will be Ryunosuke Naruto. Alright, you guys are the guards. Okay, so everybody pick, alright?
Okay.
I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yumi University. 3 days ago, wait, what? Okay, I can't speak. 3 days
This would
ago.
only work if you could read.
Alright, guys, we'll see you later. Be right back. Alright, 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial in Orange.
That's enough.
Oh, that's Mac.
Who's who, for God's sake?
Okay, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be?
Nero is
I
the...
may have...
You
may
could
have
be
spoke
whoever
too soon.
this guy is, it's fine.
Okay. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer.
And who are you?
The British fuck. Wait. Wait, Nero, you need to put on your British accent also, okay?
Oh god.
So you can have a mix.
Alright. Bailiff,
And-
suck these nuts.
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Lawyer?
I what? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue.
Ah, technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet.
This is going so well.
Your mother didn't seem to mind. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Smile. Right, Ryunosuke?
How you pronounce his name? Oh shit.
Ryunosuke, I'm guessing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, of course. Sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. ... But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
God, Kazuma's kind of handsome. Woo!
I know.
Ah.
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspaper these past few days. Yume University professor, murdered in cold blood by a student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You gotta believe me, man. I didn't do it. I swear, I didn't do it. I could never murder someone, honestly.
That's good enough for me, you're innocent. Then, there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high.
You mean,
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke.
Kazuma Asogi. He's my best friend. God damn it. Also in his second year at Yumi University. But he's far more clever than I am. A-star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate, honestly.
Ryunosuke. He thinks I'm his best friend, but he's not mine. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much, yet. You said exactly the same thing. Oh, that's you.
Oh, you said exactly the same thing 3 days ago.
Yes, a lot has changed since then.
But I'm proud to have you as a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. Hopefully we're friends, 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Congratulations, Kazuma! It looks like you're going to get your study abroad at last. Hell yeah. Good shit.
I know! Who were you again? I've been dreaming forever. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as your immense self and the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend, too. That's cool. There's not a soul in this university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
That's called a bandana. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British... God, I cannot speak. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
Now that sounds fun, honestly. Oof. If only we're that simple, man.
Oh dear. Look at the time. I'd better be going.
Sorry, text. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little while longer. Maybe get another beer or two. We'll figure it out, though.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. They serve hamburger steak. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner.
Not even friend? He's not even gonna fucking say friend to me?
I think partner is, closer than friend.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, depends on the situation.
This game is going to be very long if you're reading everything.
It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Oh, here comes Mac.
Mac.
I don't even know who's speaking. Asogi, may I have a word? Is it a woman or a guy? Oh, it's not.
Oi!
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Yes, well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, You should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers. Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man? Like, I feel as though I've seen him at university before, but I don't know.
Is there a breeze in here? Only my
I was gonna say that.
waving around in the wind. Can someone close a window? It's frightfully cold. I see. I'll go at once then.
I shall
accompany you.
yeah, Max. Yeah, there we go.
All right then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Come, love.
Yes, thanks, Kazuma and random girl.
Wow.
Dot dot dot.
Now let's get you out of that kimono.
This is awkward. Oh, hey! She popped up. Yes, sorry.
Good, Mike. Good, Zona. You're embodying the character.
You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yuma University.
Oh, Professor Mikotoba. Sorry about that. I've heard that name before from Kuzma, I think. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kuzma studying abroad.
Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand.
Thank you, someone noticing that. Yes, thank you.
As such, I feel you should know.
Know what?
Well, as you no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain! However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial,
He shall die.
I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
What?
Instead, we'll be sending him to London, Ontario.
As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you.
He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand! Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it.
Oh, sorry.
But I didn't do it! I swear! I'm not a murderer!
I'm sure that's true, nevertheless. I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry, what do you mean?
You'll soon understand, once proceedings get underway.
Oh, is this Danganronpa? But then, what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right, so...
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
I do? But, what will the question be? Surely not... Do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not. Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
Bailiff, suck on these balls.
It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So, allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
I want She-Hulk.
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Cosmo's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. That's a big accusation, and so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. The trial to start my life as the great Ace Attorney Chronicle. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. Are we have an anime intro now?
I wanna be the very best Ace Attorney that ever was. Or I guess the best defendant that ever was.
So this is a courtroom, right?
Yes, they've kept the windows open.
It's like I always have a direct headwind.
Thank God.
Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
You know, I don't much like the look of these people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
Are you nervous? You're speaking in that southern accent that comes when you get nervous, I've noticed. Can somebody close a window? The powers that have demanded that this be the powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial? Why?
A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Yonosuke.
Alright.
It's about to begin.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to go so you can be the
Oh
judge.
no!
Alright.
Fuck you!
We're just getting to the good part.
I'm sorry.
The court will hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruto. Alright, everybody, kind of
What you're leaving me with, Mac.
Yeah. Alright, everybody, right now Mac is leaving. Say bye to Mac.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye
Mac.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye no one. Bye.
Bye.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
We got some viewers.
Everybody follow Mac at whatever he's gonna be following. He should be going on live Sunday, TBD. We'll figure it out. But Mac, thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
Yep, no worries. Appreciate it. Thanks guys. Have a good one.
Alright, later, Mac. Alright, here we go. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruto. I guess that's you.
I can't voice this guy. You know what voice I want to do.
The persecution is ready, Your Excellency.
The prosecution. Okay, I'll do the dude. The emperor's like helper in Mulan.
Oh God!
I'll try to
Don't
do that voice.
Don't do that voice.
No. I mean, it's a lot better than others, but as is the defense.
Before we begin, there's one point of order I'd like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedures for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to the trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I'm obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question that the professor meant. But then...
Who's good? Who? Wait, he's saying, like, oh, okay, no, never mind.
But then if I say I do... Oh God. I need to answer this quickly. What should I do? Wait and see, right? Theoretically.
Whatever you wish.
Cosmo's a lawyer here. I can't defend myself. I trust you, man. I trust you. If I said I do, it'd be tantamount to lying.
You're not under oath yet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I'm gonna accuse of murder for goodness sakes. This is no
Lie your
time
ass
for lies.
off.
Yeah, no, fuck this. Yeah.
Why do I have a sword?
It's illegal.
Try to stop fidgeting, Ryunosuke. It's distracting.
Alright. If I don't say I'll defend myself now, things could end up very badly for my friend. I trust him. What are you talking about?
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. Well, I don't know if that's true. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will...
Yes! Oh. Plot twist.
Eyes are real twitchy.
Yeah. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruto, will be defending myself. You'll be...
Snap.
What? That's kind of cool.
Plot twist. What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor... It's you.
Oh, Professor Mikitoba told me everything just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of setting abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
You think I would lose?
How
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me.
I did have faith.
You think I won't be able to get you off?
Whoa.
Trust me, Ryunosuke, I can get you off.
No, it's not that, really. I mean, I would love it, but it's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I wouldn't bear to be the reason that you can't go overseas and fuck bitches.
Yes. Yes, I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikitoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Bad idea.
Okay, let me try. Well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
That's kind of good. That's pretty good. Objection! Alright, wait, yeah, you gotta say objection, alright? Because I think you're objecting.
No, hold on. I'm gonna get a notebook out and we're gonna count how many objections there are.
Yeah. We're already throwing out the first objection.
Alright. Mark one down. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. Obviously. In fact...
It was me! I did it! I'm
I
guilty!
did it! My mind's completely blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very high standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you may have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean?
We will begin with a tutorial. He's questioning your ability to do the job. By the way, are you recording?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court name of the victim in this case.
Objection!
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. Shit, but what the fuck was his name? But wait, I don't know, actually. Oh, damn it. I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Couldn't have done all that Xanax last night. Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank?
God, he knows me so well.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that, honestly, man. Do you have it around?
Check the Monokuma file. It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of E.
Okay.
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press E, but what the fuck is E? For the court record. Alright, there's no time to lose.
I've learned hiragana and katakana. What is E?
Alright, so this is the list of evidence. Okay, now trust people. E. Okay. And Z to go back.
So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on.
Okay. Z go back, alright.
Did you check his name?
Oh shit, that's a great...
Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press the R button to present. Try it now. John H. Wilson, the victim of this case. Yeah!
Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to UMay University 3 years ago.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as
It's at present our country. Apparently.
Apparently, as most of you will be aware, we just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
But is it best friendship, Kazuma, right? Best friends.
I hold that we should maintain an open relationship with the British Empire. And yet, these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial UMay University, are you not?
Shit, Kuzmari.
Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
Fuck, was it actually Professor? But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny for our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution of this matter.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? And your hair is still moving. Your thing is...
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yeah.
Yes, Dr.
And
Wilson.
it could be.
Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Alright, I gotta think. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime.
Oh dear, look at the time, I'd better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer, get another beer or two.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Well, you mean best friend, right? Oh.
You can be my wingman anytime.
The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think that... Wait. There's a professor. I've seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name. Maybe it's John H. Wilson, but still, I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table. and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then,
Lies.
let me pose my pose my next question to you, defendant Naruto. Yes, your excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of his death. The cause of his death? Well, obviously that was...
You can find the cause of death in the Monokuma file. Press the triangle button to bring up your what was it called? To bring up your iPad. Remember that in court every assertion must be backed up by evidence. Otherwise, those guys will say objection hearsay.
By evidence? But how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
The post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. It was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. And then we also have university collar pin. Proof that I'm a student at the Imperial Yumi University. I always wear it on the collar of my uniform jacket. This is the evidence. Wait. Yes, I see that. How do I present it again?
R.
R, that's right, yeah.
Yes!
Yes! Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects the corpse to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh, I see, it's shit!
As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later, hopefully.
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Okay. Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, I shall perform an interpretive dance. The prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
Oh my god, this is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikitoba?
Yes. Clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Oh yeah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Usagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
That sneaky bastard. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
What is up with all these sexual innuendos from Kazuma today? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. My best friend.
You can be my wingman anytime. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Only if you rein in that crazy headband to control the cold stares first.
Can someone please close a fucking window?
Close the goddamn window. We need an elegant voice for this one, Aaron.
I got it.
I'm Nero.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course, my name is Satoru Tsunaga. I'm the head waiter at a Western Star restaurant called Le Carnival. You'll be hearing this voice again.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have posher fuckers.
Yeah. Are you all right? You seem to be coughing up some blood there.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
Well, really, really should, because bleeding.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery 3 days ago.
Understood, Hosonaga-san. You'll be kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring?
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have a few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits in well with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. The music's pretty good, actually. I like it.
I know. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes! Hold on.
Correct.
Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found laying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
I said no. I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruto.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have a chance to fight back. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today?
Yes, without any question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table?
What about the waiter himself?
Yeah.
What's the matter, Ryunosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello... Well, I wish I knew this evidence. There was a woman sitting opposite him at the table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
I haven't been warned about objecting.
Yeah. Let me see if we can weasel something out. One more thing. I'm gonna hold off just to see if we get one more evidence. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject. I'm sorry.
If your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you?
I suppose I am. I'd never have gotten into Yumi University otherwise.
Fucking nerd. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty. I thought you just said that he'd have a time to say his piece.
Yeah, right?
Alright.
Alright, you've scared me. I won't forget about that piece of evidence, or advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm just gonna shut my eyes and say it. Yes! Objection! Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw.
Naga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy.
White glasses.
No! The deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. I like to draw in my free time. One day, I would like to be an artist. Move to Vienna. Please, have a look if you'd like to.
Let me see. Oh, a really shitty sketch of the establishment layout. Drawn by yourself, I presume.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation.
Please draw better in the future.
However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Conscientious.
Conscientious.
Thank you, sir.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well.
Someone shook. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
But of course, here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now, apart from coughing up blood.
Yeah,
Something certainly seems off about it. I wonder what it is.
Something seems a little bit off. I don't know. All right, we got the waiter's business card. Okay. Let's check that out. Sow.
The court has been something or other.
Let's see. Examine space. I think this is bullshit, right? That is not where he was sitting. Or maybe it was a different angle. But it seems like he was sitting like... Can you see my mouse or no?
Yeah, I can see your mouth.
I thought he was like sitting like here. Or something. I don't think he was sitting here.
Yeah, I think that's where the girl was sitting.
Yeah, the girl was sitting here, right? And he was sitting like here. And then we were sitting like here. And then we saw him right there. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Objection, Your Honor! So, the court has now heard a precis of the case.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruto. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense. If you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. Apparently there was no one else at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Lies! Objection!
Objection. What do you think I should do, Cosma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, you know, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence because I'm a little bit of a pussy? Glare. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it. Professor Mikitoba said it. And so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
What?
If the accused is, in fact, innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence, by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency!
Jesus, Kazuma, you didn't have to do it that loud.
We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
Whose game is this? I feel like Kazuma's got to, like, this is his game now, Jesus.
No.
Indeed. Prosecutor Uchi, please continue with the proceedings.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. Usually when I'm in the male bathhouses. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well, officer, bring forth the witness at once. Ooh, witness. Whoa.
Oh God, it's Hitler.
It is.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
I'll be this guy. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Ayesa Nosa, reporting for the duty, sir.
Mercer employs a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District, Kyoryo Korekuta, at your service.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
We're quite kinky.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Yep, I habitually make tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon, and not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
Oh, Jesus, fuck, I literally can't understand a word that old man is saying.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques, and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets Le Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy until was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
You heard him fart too. So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution is threatening.
Is that why your headband's flown in the air?
The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
Are you starting to feel wet? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will say everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Standing by ready to report, sir!
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
I can't take that fucking voice. My fucking throat hurts so bad doing these voices. What the witnesses saw. I was instigating a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactful discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At the precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees, oh my, investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Who gives a fuck about your curio, old man? Jesus. Alright, so obviously his eyes are off it.
Fine golden curio.
Also, I'm pretty sure the sergeant, what didn't the report say that he was shot from the front because the
Yeah.
was singed?
Yeah, shot
So
from
the
the front.
sergeant is full of shit!
No, yeah, it has to be shot from the front because also the bullet didn't go through all the way. So.
Yes, that's right.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vile moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! That wicked university cadet, sir! The cruel and forgivable enemy! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day.
Put the knife down! Put the fucking knife down! But
The lawyer can have a sword, I can have my fucking knife, thank you very much.
but this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Someone close a window. It's cold in here.
Oh, sir, but I didn't shoot anyone. Stop talking about Curio also.
Is that really true, Rinosuke?
Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. Bad move also. Why would he do that?
Dumb fuck.
After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair in some curio, where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it? So I bent down and just as I was picking it up, bang.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimony, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is?
Rinosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now.
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Did you just say something over my monologue? Did you really just do that, boy? What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands its right to cross-examination. What the fuck did you just say, boy?
Dear me. Dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
How did he know?
It's a small room, I can hear you all. The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time.
Curio,
The
why am I here?
The defendant obviously has no experience. How could he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Did you say something?
That's a third. Objection! The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination.
Okay, man, chill out.
Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
God, Kuzma is so commanding, it's really hot. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witness.
All right, this is where the battle really begins, Rinosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Then why the fuck did you choose to defend yourself, you fucking idiot? Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witness's statements. Cross-examination. It all checks out. Isn't that not intuitive enough?
How? I really don't know as a player.
You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie. Or you've been lying to me.
Well, yes, but,
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
right. Evidence.
Evidence.
Exactly, Kuzma.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Rinosuke!
Woo!
Don't let them beat you.
Oh shit. Yeah. All right then. It's all or nothing. Oh god. Don't tell me it's swords. What the witnesses saw. Oh god. I was investigating a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and then from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Old man, are you really helping?
Did I say curio? I meant Cheerios. I was having cereal.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here.
Listen, Rinosuke, press the X button.
It's
We know
obvious.
there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
With the X button.
For example, how could the military gentleman be talking to the man if he was on the floor looking for his absconded curio? It's bullshit.
I understand that. The question is how, though? Really, how? What button is it?
Press the L1 button and double tap the triangle button while rotating the left stick counterclockwise.
Kuzma, what does that mean?
Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. Load your truth bullet into your gun and shoot the witnesses in the head.
Kuzma, I don't have a gun.
You can examine and present evidence while the witness is giving testimony by
Okay.
pressing the E button. E for evidence. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts.
What if it was LB? LB for evidence.
Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
An inconsistency.
Yes, an inconsistency, like those you'll notice in my accent. When you find a statement when you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seems to contradict each other, present your evidence with the R button and rip the witness apart.
Okay, Kuzma, we are on trial.
Just be careful. If you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart, and you'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record, and find an inconsistency with a witness's statement.
Alright, I'll give it a try. And by giving it a try, I mean save. Is there a save button? Is there anywhere I can save? I don't know how to.
So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner.
And we're gonna save so things don't get bad. Right there. Alright.
Gah! Adventures.
Here we go. Okay. I need to read this properly first. I was just getting his regulation beef steak in the restaurant while having a technical discussion with the old man. Okay, so that's...
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
That precise moment. I will read these parts normally, you know what I mean? Because we're probably gonna go before. Alright, the precise moment a firearm was discharged, I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. So on my hands and knees
My
investigating.
hands and knees, I can act like only I know how. And investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Okay.
Oh. Him looking at the vase.
Listen, Renofsky. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
Okay. Okay, just gonna ask this out. Okay. Yep.
So I'm guessing it's the thing about the singed lapel.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah, is it to the first statement? No, the second statement, right? From the soldier?
Yeah, from the back. The
Yeah.
dirty braggart.
Partner. Okay, so it's not this first one. It's not the second one. It's this one.
Yeah.
Firearm was discharged. Okay.
Oh no,
there.
not that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, be this. Right?
From the front in the chest. Yeah.
Yes! Boom. Here we go.
What? Why are you playing that, cadet? What is the meaning of this opponent conjuration discussing some photographic print in my mustache?
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here.
He did the Phoenix Wright thing.
What nonsense! What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
This is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
This music's good.
Yeah.
Cosmo, what?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement!
What?
Sergeant Iesa Nosa.
Yes, sir! What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir!
Yes!
But no! That can't be! That just can't be! And why not, cadet? Because...
Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Your Cosmo voice is so good. Oh, baby, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck? What? Was that a fucking baby that just popped out from behind his back? But he pushed it down again. What the fuck? Certainly, there's clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir! At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until that moment, I heard the firearm discharge. Baby, get back in my fucking back right now! My eyes were... Baby! Firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnevale steak, sir! Not my baby!
What?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iesa Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Knurg. Kiarg!
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial. Just from that one discrepancy? So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But I definitely saw him! That university cadet there! He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back!
Yes!
But I never fired the gun! All I did was pick it up off the floor! You have a fucking baby! And you old man. Oh, that's a country accent, hold on. hold on. You didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. Curio.
Myself, I've already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor, if you know what I mean.
Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing?
I swear you young folk have the attention spans of fucking goldfish. I've repeated it like 4 times already. I was hunting for my curio.
Treasure.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Indeed! The Hoei era Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place my bosom... Oh, sorry. To place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop recipe.
To place it in my bosom, yes. In the hopes of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you?
On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my Hoei treasure. believed that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not. But I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
The Koban vanished?
Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did! But I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoey treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Whoa. That's a plot twist in its own.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I see. That lamentable day, that precious Hoey Kaban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now.
What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchi?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
He speaks truth.
My witnesses have further testimony to make. And by the way, my prior statement was a euphemism about anal.
Explain more about the anal, sir.
When a man loves a man, upon hearing their next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What?
Nani!
Nani?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Very well, the court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
Oh, for fuck's sake! As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency!
Yes, sir! At once, sir! Awaiting signal to testify, sir! Excuse me? There's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder. I think it's a baby. Affirmative! The newest member of the Noah's family to rise up through the ranks, sir! Name! Ido!
Ido! It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a man.
Ido! Tension! Your father is about to quill the enemy! Watch and learn, my boy! Aww. Dude, this is actually so much better than, like, regular Ace Attorney, man. This is awesome.
Yeah, I fucks with this.
I really like this, yeah. The true culprit. Alright, even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was. That young lad in black. That much myself did.
No, I didn't. I was on the floor looking for my fucking Cheerios.
Yeah,
right?
we already, yeah. Furthermore, a visual search of the premise at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed. Alone he was, the English, shining all by himself. There wasn't a woman there at all.
Yeah, why?
Why are we all lying?
Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
I'd appreciate if you kept the color of my uniform out of this, sir.
Yeah, seriously. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. I swear, I saw it. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. Old man, you are fucking looking at the ground. Dude, you have a fucking baby.
Objection!
Oh, wait, hold on. 4. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of this court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies.
Ugh.
It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Is this a photograph print of the scene of the crime, Counsel?
Indeed. Of the table at which the victim was dining,
Okay.
taken by an investigator immediately after the incident.
That's not the right seat, though, with the food.
As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set.
Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add the new photographic evidence to the record. The photographic print of the crime scene has been entered into the court record. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
So fucking hot.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we all be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Taketsuchi Aochi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor.
How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall. Oh, this is you. I think this is you.
Stand tall, Renosuke. It's not over yet.
What?
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here. Behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it. To draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witness, but make it quick, understood?
Rules can be so unbending at times.
Fucking hate that guy. Okay. Huh. The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. There's nothing I can...
Wait. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment that... Wait, are you sure you can't keep going in the...
No, I can't. I'm just looking at my evidence right now.
Okay.
The head
Then
waiter
let's
is...
compare the two photos.
Yeah, let me examine.
So we've seen that one. It's steak, glass of wine, one setting in the flowers, and then let's look at the table when he was shot. Steak, glass of wine, no flour. But that might be it just off screen. But was the steak more like less eaten?
Yeah.
then?
Oh shit. Hold on. No, fuck! No. Okay, well, hold on a second here. I fucking hate. I don't think there's anything there to even.
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Wait, let's see the other picture again. Yeah, we can't tell. God damn it.
There was no
yeah.
flour though.
No,
Magnifying
but
glass.
this.
Oh,
Oh.
it really wants you to
Wait,
tell.
what's that? What's that?
What's what?
But, to the right of the steak. Oh, is that just the cow logo? Okay, that's just
Yeah.
the steakhouse logo.
But there's no flour though.
But look at the very corner. It looks like you can just see the base. Keep going, like at the very left edge of the photo. You see
Oh
that?
yeah, it's like over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. But he was dead here? What the fuck?
Hmm.
It appears he like died right here. But I don't know why he died right here. I don't know what's provable with this.
What's the orange thing again?
Post-mortem report.
Okay. This is what I mean when I said Ace Attorney can be hard.
Yeah. A bottle of carbonated water at a steak lunch can be seen at the victim's table.
Okay.
He was shot from the front of the chest. So they're making a point that you can see the carbonated
Yeah.
water. You can definitely see it here too. It's pointing the gun.
Can we can't show like present statements, right? Like
Yeah.
we can't be like, but earlier you said you're on the fucking floor looking for your goddamn coin.
Yeah.
Huh? Lying old man, senile motherfucker.
I have nothing to help with that. I can't. I had nothing to shoot at him for that. There's nothing I can do. Oh wow, it's not showing me. I can't check their records in their thing. That sucks.
You might get a hint.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ryosuke?
Oh.
What's the matter?
I can't find anything. I can't find a clear discrepancy anywhere. I'm done for. I can't win this trial. No. Health down.
Listen, the first thing to do is calm down. You can't expect a witness statements to be full of holes every time. So just take your time and try to tease more information out of them first.
What do you
I know
mean?
how good you are at teasing. You can choose to either press or present against each of the witness's statements. If a witness is saying something you're suspicious about, press him on it with the Q button. With a little luck, you may get more details which could prove to be crucial.
Right, I see. Okay, well, I guess we needed to fail that.
The important point is, there's no sense in holding back. If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witnesses on it, and press them hard.
Alright, got it. I'll press them like blocks of tofu.
Damn fucking right.
The professor wasn't alone in the restaurant, I'm sure of it. And one way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove I'm right. It's time to press them for all they're worth. My fate depends on it.
It's that old man. No, I think you gotta press Yeah, the old man saying that he saw stuff. I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm just gonna go get water.
Yeah, let's take a break for 1 second. Let me mute us on
Okay.
here. Yeah, 1 minute break.
I'll go get some water. I'll be back. Back.
All right, you back?
Hello.
Okay. Cool. Let's Alright. Okay, we're back fully now.
Bum ba bum.
Okay.
Bum ba da dum.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment, the firearm was discharged is almost the same thing. So we shouldn't press
I
that,
mean,
right?
Might as well.
Oh
don't
yeah, I
know.
guess we just press everything. I guess yeah.
Oh yeah, press everything.
We can't press that.
Okay. Okay, press this. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I've told you already, that's only because I picked it up off the floor.
Obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away.
I just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up, and at exactly that moment, bang. A gunshot rang through my ears.
Full of events beyond our control, life is.
Just
Sorry.
starts Speaking like Yoda all of a sudden.
Yeah. Sorry, what do you mean by that?
In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the coupon from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner.
Okay. Can I press you? Furthermore, a visual search of the premise at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Yes!
Okay, I guess we're just gonna press everybody. You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
There we go. Added the book.
As you have been at pains to point out time and time again something, and yet... Hold on.
Wait,
Now,
is it- What's happening? It's like autoplay. That was weird. Wait.
you might have pressed autoplay. F is autoplay.
No, it's just going. It was just going. Ah.
Fortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. Look at the history.
What is weird? Yeah, we're gonna fucking do history. Okay.
And yet no one else to appear to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. If only there'd been more people dining in there at the time, there's someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened.
Hold on a second here. I'm trying to add one thing. Hold on a second. 1 second. Adding this. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not gonna add this right now. Let's too lazy. I was gonna add an objection bar up there and just update it, but I'm too lazy. Okay.
We'll have it ready for next time.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we get from this?
So, no one else has seen her. No one else saw her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened.
Okay.
The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know, of course, the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat.
Objection.
I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
There was?
None that, eh?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel? Let me see it.
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Hote Clinic. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m.
The very day of the incident.
So, the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
I wonder. What do you think, Renosuke?
Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Give it to me. I don't care.
Yes!
If I may, I would like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds?
The grounds that you just fucking showed it, sir.
Very well.
He's got me there.
The court has already had conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurants are of no concern.
Objection!
Stop waving that fucking fan! It's like blowing my head back. Whether or not they're of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. Okay.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right. I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Karakuta-san.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Repress! So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? But you were on the ground, sir. The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone.
I'm actually blind, but I see through a method called echolocation. That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in.
So, the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statement as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beef steak on the victim's table, a meal for one.
No.
The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why?
If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched Englishmen over and out.
Yes.
That's not true, man. Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say, cadet? I clearly remember. Everything but these guys. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to fail to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Fortunately for you, Defendant Naruto, it's just not a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady.
But I...
If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof.
That's what I don't have.
And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you've got before.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes. This is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
How exactly?
You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the only ones you may examine. Press the space bar, and you can take a closer look at the piece in question.
Use
Right, move up, left, down, and right. Rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. By using WASD,
Oh my god. Cosmo, I really have no idea what you're saying.
you can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press the spacebar
Okay.
to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card.
Yep. Let me do it. Let me do it. Have to really.
See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
All right, I'll see what I can do. I need to use was space expect the area's evidence that looks suspicious. Still not letting me do it. Still not letting me do it. That's great.
Wait,
What?
that is odd.
It says that I can examine everything else.
Examine everything else, see if the crosshairs start pulsating. Wait, there are no crosshairs.
Wait a minute here. Hold on. Well, I can't rotate that because it's not a.
Yeah.
Can I look at it? Can I?
Click on it, maybe? Like...
Hold on. Oh, it just
Oh,
pops it up.
motherfucker. There's a fold in the back.
Okay, and then it told me to space. Okay. It says hold a clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals, and almost as much as I hate the guy with the fan, and surgeries.
Aren't they all the same?
Well, I guess. When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life.
Jesus.
I remember, even though it felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm, kind of like right now with me. Brr, I'll never forget it. Never my whole life.
For a cold. You needed an injection for a cold. you got suckered, bro. I don't know what to say. Most people would give their right arm to have had only one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. This is a clinic for illnesses of the mind. Homosexuality.
Oh god, no.
Kazuma, what do you say?
Kazuma.
Well, I have some opinions.
Why does he also have a star? He has an extra star. It looks like this medical report card was first issued quite some time ago.
It's probably a record of long-term treatment. That's why, with a family doctor, I imagine.
Well, I can't imagine going to a doctor. I mean, as long as I'm alive, I'd never consulting one.
Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors, then?
Why would you? They don't teach hormone-tasting medicine. They give you painful injections. What the fuck? What does this have to do with anything? And they demand lots of money from you for the privilege. All when you are at your lowest ebb.
You sound like a mortal patient. with a bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is a very bitter medicine indeed.
Okay, so.
Alright.
Oh, right there.
A
Yeah.
full distance.
You were right. Yeah. Pulsate. All these, yeah.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Extrication of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he'd had a bad tooth.
Ooh. He wasn't eating the steak.
Couldn't have eaten the steak. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Yes, I've heard a lot of anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you from feeling pain. I don't believe in modern medicine.
There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well.
Oh.
Strictly no food or drinks besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
Ooh. Good catch. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So, I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Definitely. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I'm sorry, I'm having a stroke.
Joe Biden.
Good moment, hashtag. That's how you use the hashtags, right?
Furthermore, a visual search of the premise at the time confirmed there were the only personnel present. Oh goddamn it.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman,
Boom.
dining all by himself.
Yes!
Gotcha. Well, I think,
About what?
About what are you wittering, lad?
Call yourself a lawyer?
I wish I could, but first and foremost here, I'm the accused.
Renosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally.
Like
Under
Joe
the
Biden.
circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma. I really need you and your hair band.
I could see it quite clearly in the cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. I find that very attractive. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
All right. Thanks for the advice, best friend. Kurokata-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
Ah, I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy?
Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up.
Objection!
Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
But that's
Remember, Renosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil. There's no one else except this white boy.
This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that?
What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hoda Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
Dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted.
What's this now?
And furthermore, if I told you that as a result the victim had been forbidden from eating. Oh, just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
No, that can't. Why didn't I read the fucking evidence I submitted to court?
Kurikuda-san!
What, boy? What?
As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all.
No.
Additionally, yeah, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot be possible. That cannot possibly be the case. Urgh. Because the victim, as we know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthesiac.
Expertly done, partner!
Thanks, Kazuma! Oh, man. What the fuck?
6. What is this nonsense? You little upstart. These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
That's another. Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
How dare you!
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned.
Ah, good one, Kazuma.
Wouldn't you agree, Renosuke?
Yeah, I do. Yes! Most definitely! So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel? Counsel? Oh, yeah, that's me. That means me, doesn't it?
All right. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been me. And as yet an unknown third party. Obviously, it can only have been someone else who has I cannot read right now. Oh my god. Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the prisoner's table. God, my brain is dying.
Action! That's 8. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
Yes! There was! Because I saw her!
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly.
Kazuma, you look so cool.
Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issue with that! Those two witnesses on the stand.
What are you talking about?
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimony, obviously you will be charged with perjury.
Perjury?
And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit in murder? No!
Wait, oh, I didn't realize there were people watching us.
Yeah. Negative! There was no mention of this tactical meeting! I was just following orders!
That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they, told us.
He's beating his meat now.
That gentlewoman.
What? What did you just say, Goritako-san?
No.
You were just following orders?
No, hold on, lad. I was, searching for my curios.
Say you never saw the gentlewoman. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
What?
Objection!
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
Just one. Just one simple slip of the tongue. Order, counsel, explain what is going on here.
It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut?
Well,
That's classified, soldier!
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't! This can't be happening!
Rinosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Aochi had any idea about it.
What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit.
So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut.
Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power there, here, everywhere.
But how? How can we possibly...
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
Press the E button. We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed.
Now, do we have to, Kazuma? Do we really have to?
There's no time to lose!
Okay, put the sword down. I want answers. Wait, hold on a second here.
I want answers.
That's the next person. All right. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please, wait. Your Excellency! I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing!
And what does the defense have to say about all this, Your Excellency. No time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head.
Your Excellency, it's clear the prosecution... clear the prosecution knows nothing. Just admitted to it.
Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witness is...
No, it's the other guy. The guy at the beginning.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He's an authority.
Yeah.
I guess.
Sure.
Wait. Yeah, I guess it'd be him.
It was either between these two, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Have to be
And that's what. Yeah, that's why he told you not to let the guy run, because he knew you were gonna lose.
Yeah, exactly. Present is R.
Yes.
There. What do you make of that? I think, Council, or you may want to close your ears as well as your eyes. Otherwise, the sighs of disappointment in the courtroom may very well deafen you.
If you feel you must close your eyes in a crisis, might I suggest you keep your mouth shut next time, too? Otherwise, I may have to use the influence I have in this courtroom
Oh,
to
it wasn't.
shut it.
It wasn't.
Oh shit.
Oh,
It's him, I guess.
yeah.
Well, no, Kazuma said he doesn't think so. I don't have a great deal of influence myself, but I can find other ways to make you keep your mouth shut as well. Or a way to keep your mouth full.
Oh man, okay.
There must be a clue somewhere in all that evidence in the court record. Postmortem report.
People.
Could be the victim.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be him?
I don't know. We still don't know the motive, so it's hard to say. What's the waiter? What's his description?
An army sergeant of the Empire of Japan who witnessed the incident.
I don't think it's either of the witnesses.
Okay.
I'd say it's either between the prosecution, which probably isn't, and it might be the victim himself. I think it's probably the victim.
Alright, yeah, we'll try it out. Yeah, I just don't have enough evidence, though.
Look at your university pin.
She wears his pin with pride. Huh.
What's on the back?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh?
Ha ha ha! Good one.
You may not come in.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. Is it my friend?
Maybe. I was thinking about it. I don't know.
Is it?
This is just making me think, man, how many times did I lose my key card in college and have to get a new one?
Wait a minute. Aaron, I think it's our friend.
Why?
I mean, I don't have really great evidence supporting it, but... I'm trying to think.
Mac,
There's no way.
computer, enhance.
There's nothing here to prove that. Nothing to prove here.
What else could we examine? That, I guess. Perhaps it's upside down. This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think.
Definitely.
It's supposed to show the relative position of everything in the moments following the incident. But there's nothing to show the woman you say you saw there.
Exactly. That's not all. Look here in the upper left where it says kitchen.
Oh yes, what of it?
No one would use those complicated characters to write kitchen, especially not if they were in a hurry.
You mean you don't remember those characters yourself, don't you? Study harder, Rinosuke. What's on the back? Said he wrote on his business card.
That's unexpected.
Well, that's unexpected.
What is?
Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga.
Well, yes. Business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title.
Oh, his job? Oh, Chief Inspector. Ah ha ha ha! Well, why would he do this? Okay. Inspector, what on earth?
I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence.
Okay, so it's the waiter.
Yeah.
We're ready. Hey, what does the defense have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head. Present.
Yes!
He does not look 29.
Yeah. Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier.
Objection!
Objection! Hold on, that's 10. We've reached 10. Yay. Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence.
For once, I would agree with you. If that is, the man truly were a waiter.
What? If he truly were...
Come on, Renosuke! Time to hit this court with the truth.
I will say that like hopefully the this is overall really fun, but hopefully the case is gonna. I mean, I hear that Ace Attorney gets a lot smarter. Hopefully it's just an opening case because that is the stupidest fucking thing the waiter could have ever done. Oh yes, here's a picture of this, and then put on the back it says I'm not a waiter.
Told you my secret identity on the back.
Yeah,
Don't look at the back. I'm only submitting the front for evidence.
I hear that it has like some of the best mysteries of all time, and I hear this game has like rave reviews of like great things. So like, but this first one it has to be just a trial because like,
Of course.
yeah.
The truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity as proven...
Oh, the truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san is proven by this evidence.
Where? No, I want to move
it around. Yeah.
There we go.
He's a phony!
Oh wait, oh,
Where?
it's just, oh, okay, wait, it's just,
Yeah.
okay, it's the same thing. I could have just clicked R. I kind of wanted to like pull it up.
Yeah.
Alright, back. Kinda lame, but alright.
Yes!
That's it. The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sir, or sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon. Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes! It's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. The fuck did you... Oh, flip it over. Okay. Will somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say?
Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of this business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession.
The waiter's profession, but that's surely... Good gracious, all I need to do is flip it over! Holy shit!
That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power, as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well... Inspector Hosonaga!
Music.
I was worried about something like this might happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, possibility.
Oh yeah, he was a bit worried about it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's cool. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well.
Is there a problem? Hand the plan over to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are.
Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It is my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
So, you mean to say you really are a detective?
Indubitably.
But why? Why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course! Your salary must be terrible! You...
Working undercover.
Undercover?
The natural predilection for accents, you know. I can actually change what I sound like at will. Behold my Scottish accent. Hello, I'm Scottish. Hee-ho, hi-ho, in Scottish words and such. Now my American accent. Oh, I am an American. As you can see, my accents are flawless. Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently.
Oh, Cosmo, he's really good at these accents.
In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover.
Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents?
That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Alright, very well then, Inspector Hosonaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable.
As I suspected.
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, who I guessed to be an Englishwoman.
It's probably her that shot him. Well taken.
So, the truth comes out.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Some pizza. Special orders? You mean to say pizza?
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if the Englishwoman was a killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interests not to pursue that idea.
Oh. Someone has high power.
The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect. Pardon.
Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
But it's not right. Just someone looks at her.
One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kaz?
Umay University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a woman.
What? A woman?
I take note that we have a woman. You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour.
You mean...
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
The court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Umay University's medical faculty.
What is happening here?
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. I thought dude had fallen asleep.
Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. Huh? However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Your Excellency! That would be missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom.
Based!
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes, sir!
you will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
At once, your excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So, it won't be a problem.
No problem at all.
Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency!
Good. Then we'll have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. And we will end the stream as well. Because we're hitting 3 hours. Oh, TP continued. Alright, solid.
Wonderful.
Woo, that was fun.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I felt like I was like I feel like I was in like a reading like an English class again.
Yeah, that got me. I feel like that got us a lot more into it than we would have been otherwise.
Yeah, that was just
And
so
Next
so
time
good.
when Mac will make Mac stay longer because we need to divvy up the work more fairly.
We do, man. Oh man, that was my sick ass.
That took a toll.
That did take a toll, man. Oh my god, my voice is dead. I'm dead right now. Jesus. But
Yeah, don't forget to save the recording.
yeah. Okay, give me 1 second as I do this. Pulling this up real quick. So let's pull this up. Background music. Switch accounts actually. Duplicate. All right. Well, it's going to double now. That's not what I wanted. All right, everybody. So pulling this up right now. So once again, that was the stream for today. It feels like a good stream back. I want to shout out Nero real quick. If I can pull this up. Here is Nero's spot right now on YouTube. We're in the process of creating a VODs channel, right?
That is correct.
So yeah, make sure
It should be ready by Sunday.
ready by Sunday. Okay, just gonna post these in the chat just in case. Why not? Screw it. Oh wait, I need to. Actually, do you have your? I'll send these in here, Aaron. If you can just throw them in the Twitch chat real quick.
Good sir.
Good sir, please. Please. Here's one of them, and then here's the other, sir. So here are both of Nero's channels. You got Nero the Sky, which, Nero, here's your moment to shine. Tell us a little bit about both channels.
I like to think that I am based, but that is for you to decide. So Nero the Sky is the main channel where I do long-form, hyper-focused video game analysis on whatever I happen to be hyper-fixated on at the moment. So I would very much appreciate if you could go and check that out. I think you'll enjoy. And then Nero the Game is my gameplay channel for stylish gameplay. Mostly Devil May Cry, but a couple other action games here and there, but mostly Devil May Cry. Check it out if you're interested, but
Yeah.
thank you very much.
All right, yeah, perfect. So yeah, and then so right now, what are we deciding on for you? Tuesdays or Wednesdays? When you'll be live?
Tuesdays for me.
Okay, so Tuesdays, everybody check out Near the Sky. We'll be live on there. Our other partner that we had, Mac, will be live on his Twitch account, which is Maxificent, or he might be live on his the YouTube page where you're doing the VODs.
Yes.
So we'll figure that
it
out.
all out, and you will know next week if you tune into any of our episodes where to find everybody else.
Yeah.
All the episodes.
All right. All right, well, thank you, everybody, for joining. If you guys like this content, make sure to subscribe to Nero stuff. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, because this is going to be a journey. And I hope people in the future are going to look back at that Great Ace Attorney and see the effort and the hard work we put into it. Because, man, my voice is dead, and I'm still getting over a cold. But
yeah, my voice is
it's dead. All right, well, let me put these on mute, and then we are able to talk. But yes, thank you, everybody, for joining, and I will see you all around. So, deuces.
Goodbye.
All right.